Hi, it's James from Hidden Depths Coaching. So Monday clip today. What I thought I would talk about is, this search for the perfect life, perfect you, the perfect relationship, the perfect job. And the thing about perfection is, it's actually your search for it that's actually stopping you achieving it. And if you actually, if you took a wee step back and actually looked at what you've really got, then you would find out that it's pretty perfect just the way that it is, And the reason so many people are, not happy or not fulfilled in their own life, and it's things like, you've got social media now, and everybody's looking at everybody else's updates and statuses, and they're then valuing their own, thinking, what, everybody else is having this great life, everybody else has got this great relationship, and then they start to measure it up against their own and feel as if that this isn't good enough. My relationship's not where it should be, my job's not where it should be, and it's this constant evaluation of things that's actually holding you back from having that perfect life. And the first thing that I've realised about perfection is, the thing that makes life perfect is that it isn't perfect. And take for a moment, just imagine that life was perfect. Just imagine that every day, everything just went according to plan. You had no hassles, and everybody was just really nice to each other and really perfect every single day. Within a short period of time, you'd end up bored at your nut. And the thing is, throughout your life, all those things that you said weren't perfect, well, they've kind of shaped you into the person that you are today. And it's like, you may be in a good relationship today, but really, if you're in a good relationship today, it's probably because you've learned things in your past when you were in bad relationships. A lot of things maybe about yourself that you've corrected. And and you see a lot of, I see a lot of people that are maybe in their, second marriage, and they're very happy and they're very appreciative of what they've got. And the reason that is because they've learned along the way. They've learned that half the arguments and half the stuff that they were really annoyed about, was kind of all created in their own head. So really the first thing that you want to do is, stop trying to guess how other people's lives are, because you'll probably find out, people that you think their lives are perfect, you'll find out that they've got their own struggles and they've got their own stuff to deal with that you don't know about. And you always, a couple of things like, I hear of people that have got real health struggles, and see, when they get that health struggle, you find out how quickly they get this strength, this acceptance, this power to kind of deal with it. Yet before that, they were letting so many things bother them. And what I would like to say about perfection, right? So imagine you get this cup, right? A wee Maximus cup. So if I got a hammer, right, and I hit this cup with a hammer and smashed it into loads of pieces. Well, if I took the time to find all those pieces and put them all back together, I could make a cup again, right? A complete cup. And there's all these pieces, they're all different. Some are big, some are small, but all together they make this cup, they make the cup. And this is a wee bit like, the world we live in today, right? And everybody wants that world to be perfect, right? But the perfect thing is that everything's different. But when you put it all together, it makes what it is, And this is a wee bit, like, as I said, you wouldn't know what good was if you hadn't experienced bad. You wouldn't know what good food tasted like if you hadn't tasted bad food. You wouldn't know what a good job was if you never had a bad job. But it's our constant focus and thinking that things are wrong that's holding you back from feeling like things are really perfect just the way they are. And the best way for you to get to that is by following a couple of simple things, and the first thing you need to do is to stop guessing, stop looking at everybody else's life and try to guess how they're happier than you, or they're better than you, or life's so much easier for them, because they've got their own stuff that they've got to deal with, and they're probably the same. They're looking at you thinking the exact same thing. You've got the millionaire who's sitting wishing that he just had a quiet life, and then you've got the person with a quiet life wishing that he was a millionaire, So it's always going to be like that. So the first thing I would say to do is stop trying to guess, stop trying to evaluate your life compared to somebody else. And it's like, you know, they say if the grass is greener on the other side, it's probably because it's getting looked after better. So, you know, if you would stop trying to, you know, look at everybody else's life and just kind of looked after your own a bit more, then you'd probably find that, you know, it was a lot more perfect than you thought. And then the second thing would be, you know, appreciate what you've got. Appreciate that, you know, all these things that you say isn't perfect have moulded you and shaped you into the person that you've became. And probably the most important one of all, and this is the one that I learned, you know, probably last out of all three, but it's the one that's probably shaped my life more than anything else that I've ever done. And it's having the ability to let go, right? So the reason your relationships, what you would say perfect is because you let go. You don't hold on to things. You don't evaluate things against others. You basically learn to let go. You learn to, as I say, stop looking around you, appreciate it, and then just let go of stuff. Because there's no relationship or job or, you know, lifestyle that goes perfect all the time. But if you can grab those moments that you would say are not perfect, learn from them and let them go, then you will find out that life is actually pretty perfect just the way it is. So again, you know, before you start shooting your life down as being less than perfect, run those three processes by yourself. And first of all, stop evaluating everybody else's life and try to guess how good it is, because you'll probably find out it's not as good as you think. Secondly, take some time to appreciate what you've got. Appreciate the life that you've got, your relationship, your job, you know, your health, your fitness, you know, whatever you've got. If you can take time to appreciate it, you'll find out that it's pretty perfect. And realise that, as I said, you know, you wouldn't know what good was if you never experienced bad. So stop focusing on all the bad bits and realise that you've learned and changed from that. And then after that, learn this ability to let stuff go. Learn to let it go, you know, learn to stop beating up yourself so much, because this is the stuff that just weighs down in your mind day after day, week after week. You know, and it's like, if I think about my dog, you know, I'm leaving the house and you look at his wee eyes and he's all sad as if, oh man, it's the end of the world, you're leaving me. And then you come back 10 minutes later and he's jumping about wagging his tail. That's why dogs are happy. You know, yeah, in that moment they were sad, in that moment they felt left and lonely, but as soon as it gets good again, they don't go, oh, but it was bad 10 minutes ago. They're like, well, it's good now. And if you can learn that ability, you know, to just kind of, you know, take the bad moments, work them out, let them go, and then, you know, stop robbing yourself because you think your life isn't perfect. And find out at the end of it how perfect it really is. Okay, well listen, that's the clip for today. So there's another one-day seminar is going to be on the 9th of April, so look out for that. The tickets will be on sale for that pretty soon. The next 2-day workshops look like they're kind of sold out. I've got a reserve list for the March one, but I think that's just a bit gone. But if it isn't, I'll put a wee post on. Again, thanks for all your help, and that's, you know, Hidden Depth's been up and running for about a year now, so, you know, I really appreciate your support. So please keep sharing, and I'll keep posting these videos. Okay, thanks, bye.